Ever since the opening moments of the Tournament of Power, Dragon Ball Super has been building up the epic clash between Goku and Jiren. And Jiren has continued to have build throughout the saga itself, with him appearing more and more like an unstoppable threat with each episode. However, what if Jiren's threat is too great? What if Goku, even after summoning all of his power and pushing himself to new heights, is unable to beat Jiren? What if Jiren defeats Goku? Well, in this video, we're gonna break that down. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and enable notifications so you can see all of my content right away when it comes out. Alright guys, well today we are going to be asking that question and theorizing the possibility of what if Jiren defeats Goku, our main character of the Dragon Ball franchise. And joining me today is someone you've seen on my videos in the past, a big fan of Goku, who is someone I feel like is going to bring an interesting discussion to this video, and his name is...
Hey guys, it's Josh from Dragon Ball Nation, and Mike, I think it's funny that I'm on more of your videos now than I've been on my own channel recently.
Yeah, all we have to do is have BLACKENFIST and he'll definitely have that come true. But yeah, so one of the things I feel like in this community is people almost view Goku defeating Jiren as inevitable, you know, like ever since the opening intro debuted, the new one, where we see Goku and Jiren going at it, people have been talking about how awesome this fight is gonna be, you know, how big of a deal Jiren is, but at the same time I feel like they're saying, well, I mean, obviously Goku's probably just gonna get a new form, he's gonna become so powerful, he'll be able to defeat Jiren and win the entire Tournament of Power. But there is still a possibility, Josh, that that might not actually happen, and that Jiren could somehow either still be too strong or have some other sort of abilities that'll make it where he'll be able to still pull out a victory. What do you think of that possibility?
It's interesting because everyone has this high interest in Jiren, which I still don't quite understand, just because I don't think he looks that cool, and I haven't really seen anything that makes him like, wow, this guy's amazing, he's so cool and unique. Really, it's like, he's really strong. That's about it. And I think people like him on just that really simple level, the same way, honestly, people like Broly, except for the fact that he's not acting like he's in a big dumb Arnold Schwarzenegger movie or something like that. I don't know. But Jiren, I mean, I do want to see what he can do. I do want to see what unique abilities he has to combat Goku, aside from hopefully not just being way, way stronger than him, which I think that, you know, obviously he's going to be stronger than even Goku's next form.
Yeah, I think that's certainly a possibility, and like, you know, there's other things that seems like they're implying that Goku's gonna pull out, like in the next episode preview, you know, they make it seem like Goku is maybe gonna use a spirit bomb on Jiren.
Isn't that funny how they're gonna compact that all into one episode? Especially coming off of Z, where you would be like, okay, the fight starts here in about 30 episodes of charge up a spirit bomb and now we're ready to go. But he's gonna get this done in one episode. He's starting the fight and he's gonna use a spirit bomb, at least as far as we know.
I mean, I just kind of expect this special to basically be like a movie-paced kind of big episode where Goku and Jiren are gonna like start their fight. They're gonna have this crazy epic clash with amazing animation, but of course it's gonna be like a movie, so it's not gonna take up episode after episode after episode like Goku versus Frieza, or, you know, many of these super epic fights we've had. Instead, it'll be compacted like you said, which is funny again that Goku would be using a spirit bomb, because it does feel very movie-esque for him to try and beat the villain with the spirit bomb. But right, you know, thinking about Josh, how the hell could Goku even use a spirit bomb in the world of the Void? Is he gonna gather energy from all the other fighters on the stage? Is he gonna somehow be able to pull it from other dimensions?
You know, it's something that should be against the rules in theory, but I feel like it's gonna be a situation where he's gonna call for energy and Zeno's gonna be like, that's a cool move, I'll allow it, just like what he did with the Mafuba.
Maybe Zeno will give him the energy.
Yeah, maybe. I was telling my friend about it, and he's like, maybe Beerus gonna give him energy. Who knows? But it is interesting to see this. I would never have expected the spirit bomb to be in the tournament. I don't know how it works in terms of getting other people's energy outside the tournament. I don't know if he can grab that. He might just be getting energy from people around him in that area.
I mean, maybe he'll try and gather the energy just from Universe 7, but, you know, the whole thing again is I just don't see how it would even compare to Jiren, and considering the fact that they're still heavily implying Goku's gonna get this new form, I can only assume it's gonna be a massive failure. Plus, we still haven't seen Goku pull out the Kaioken times 20 on top of his Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, I believe, at least for memory, when I saw the preview, I believe he was actually Kaioken Blue when he had the Spirit Bomb going in that preview. I could be wrong, but I do distinctly remember the red and blue aura there.
Yeah, so, I definitely feel like Goku in this coming special against Jiren is really going to pull out all the stops, Kaioken times 20, the Spirit Bomb. Maybe he'll even just pull a little bit from the movies and try and use the Dragon Fist.
I would not have a problem with that.
Yeah, the Dragon Fist is a really cool move, but Jiren is still a character who I just feel like it's not going to be enough, and I'm starting to wonder if even Goku's next transformation is going to make enough of a difference. Like, if Goku could theoretically even beat this guy, like, maybe Jiren is just at such a high level because of training, because of how long he's been around, because we really don't know much about him, that there's pretty much nothing Goku can do to beat him in a one-on-one fight.
Right.
But with that being said, that leads into the tournament itself, because Josh, we know that this isn't really a one-on-one fight. Goku is someone who's going around trying to challenge people to like one-on-one honorable fights like Topo, but the rules are a little different. But the rules are a little different here because, Goku's still got Gohan and Frieza and some other people on his side who could really still possibly help out. So what do you think about the possibility, Josh, that Jiren is still too strong for Goku, but maybe through their awesome fight, Goku wears Jiren down enough to where Gohan or Frieza, or maybe the team up of the two, or, even Vegeta could possibly defeat a worn out Jiren? Do you think that's a more likely possibility?
I don't know if it's more likely, but it definitely is a possibility. It's so hard to say anything's possible. Are we going to see a situation where there's another, like a double beam attack to knock someone out? Who was it where Goku and Vegeta used the beam on them and they got knocked out of the ring?
Trio de Dangers, in which they used the final Kamehameha.
It's terrible that I couldn't even remember that, because they should be one of the more memorable fighters, but it's so hard to remember some of these friggin' fighters in this tournament. That was so many episodes ago anyways. But I don't know if we're really going to see something like that again, another, like, multiple beam attack to knock Jiren out or something like that. Maybe we could see something like, maybe something similar to what was done with Cell, where, someone distracts him while there is a struggle going on or something like that. I don't know, some little callback. It's hard to say, but it's definitely, anything's possible. It's definitely possible that there could be a team up just to be like, okay, we're probably going to get our universe destroyed, erased if we don't take this guy out. So screw honor for 2 seconds. That would be interesting to see.
That would definitely be a really cool moment. It would kind of remind me of maybe like Yu Yu Hakusho, where it's like, you know what, forget this. This guy's got to go down no matter what, even if we all have to just be destroyed in the process. It doesn't matter. We got to take this guy out. And it would be great. Like, even if we see a couple different members of Universe 7 throw themselves off the stage just to beat this dude, it would still be an awesome moment.
Oh, no one's going to be as cool as Tien was. That was such a good way to go out.
Yeah, but at the same time, why didn't Tien just leave one of his clones in the ring, just so that he wouldn't be eliminated?
He was in the moment. He couldn't think of that.
He had to be badass. He was like, well, I'm just going to get eliminated by Frost or somebody anyway. I might as well go out in a cool way.
Right.
I mean, he's got to get something. Tien always gets at least one cool moment in these arcs.
But even Sidra from Universe 9 went out pretty awesome. Like, he just sat there and just took it.
He just accepted it.
Right.
But, even though I do think it would be cool to see Goku maybe win one big fight in Dragon Ball Super, on his own, the concept of them finally wearing somebody down and, like, having, like, the other people fight and defeat him, kind of like against Vegeta in the Saiyan saga, where Gohan, Krillin, Yajirobe had to, like, fight him and defeat him after, like, he was worn down. I think that would make for a much, like, better ending, like a more fulfilling ending.
I mean, we haven't seen something like that since probably the Vegeta fight, right? If I'm remembering correctly, that's a very unique fight scenario, really, where everyone's like wearing him down like that and they have to it's a collective effort.
Yeah, that's why that's definitely one of the best fights in the series.
Yeah, definitely. I would probably say it is the best, at least in terms of, the quality of it and how influential it was. But, in terms of fighting Jiren, I mean, what could they really do to, whether Jiren wins or not, to make this a unique fighting scenario? I mean, Dragon Ball's been running so long that it would be kind of hard to make it a unique thing that we haven't seen. I think no matter what, it's going to kind of fall into like almost a cliche in some way. Not necessarily a big cliche, but in some way it's like, well, we maybe could have seen that coming.
Yeah, and maybe Jiren actually has an ability, though, that we haven't really seen yet. Maybe Jiren has like the ability that he like scales up to his opponent, for example. Like,
maybe Jiren has an ability, because I still haven't seen a damn thing that makes him unique. besides his power.
I mean, it's possible. Like, all he's really done is shown that he's really strong, you know, and he just stood there when the gods of destruction were throwing those blocks. So
Goku's standing there. He's like, so what's your special trick? Everyone's got one. He's like, I'm strong. He's just standing there all roided up, and he's got blood vessels popping out of his head.
It's like Ben Affleck, Batman from the Justice League. Oh, what's your superpower? I'm rich. Jiren's is just, I'm strong.
Well, at least the I'm rich line's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kind of. Not that funny.
I mean, if Jiren just ends up just being a super powerful dude and that's literally all he is, I mean, I think it might be a little disappointing, but again, it's all about execution, because when you think about it, even though Frieza had transformations, all he really was is, I'm this really strong guy.
It kept you guessing what's next, though, right? And,
yeah,
you know, Frieza has a personality, at least. Jiren hasn't shown that. To me, he's just not interesting.
But I think it's really possible that this is the avenue that Super is going to go down, because even though a lot of times Super does kind of like easily foreshadow what's going to happen at the end, like in the last arc, you know, they started it off by saying, oh, Zeno could blow up universes, and then that's what happened at the end.
Right.
You know, I feel like there's a possibility that Goku could have this awesome transformation, this awesome fight with Jiren, but it's going to be like Goku versus Cell, where Goku's like, even with this, I know I still can't beat you, and then Gohan or Frieza or somebody steps up to like take his place and actually win. Like, is Gohan or somebody gonna become more powerful than Goku? I don't think so. I mean, like, imagine if Frieza still had another form or something up his sleeve.
The only three people that could do anything to pull out their ass would be like Gohan or Vegeta. Just in terms of transformations, because Saiyans just keep getting these new forms for, you know, out of nowhere. Still don't know what Goku's new form even is.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, the thing is, even if Jiren wins, what's the situation there? Like, obviously, unless they're gonna discount everything that happens after the Buu saga, you know, at the end of Z, obviously Universe 7 is not gonna be destroyed, and we're gonna have our heroes back in some way. I still have the theory that, it's a theory, it's a light theory, but I still have a theory that maybe none of these universes are actually being eliminated right now. Even though, you know, the artwork that was done to eliminate Universe 9 was very similar to how Zamasu was killed. I almost feel like they're in like a timeout tent, or of some sort. Like, when Frost is gonna attack, he's just like, timeout.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, why would you get rid of all these universes, you know? I don't want to talk about it too long because that's not really what the video's about, but, you know, why would they get rid of all these new universes, especially Universe 10, which we're very familiar with Gowasu? Why would you just eliminate him and never have him come back? You know, whether they're gonna get everyone back with the Super Dragon Balls or not, I don't know. I just feel like it would be a waste of some good character designs and characters in general. That's all.
And yeah, I definitely agree. That's one of the things I'm hoping, you know, they'll find some way to still use these universes in the future, even if, like, they don't necessarily retain their own universes. Maybe they like combine them into 6 or 7. I still feel like it will be disappointing if it's like, look at all these awesome universes, but you can't see any of them and they just get erased forever. Like, it'll feel kind of like a bait and switch, but, you know, again, we'll have to see at the end. And that's one of the things about this, you know, it seems like Goku versus Jiren is gonna be like the climax, but at the same time, like, that's just one fight. There's still a bunch of other people in the ring, so maybe Goku versus Jiren's gonna be like the big fight, and then everyone left over is just like tired, or like people who we thought at the beginning wouldn't be able to make a difference, and now suddenly it's like Vegeta can just like destroy everyone, or Gohan can destroy everyone, you know?
The way I see it, Mike, is that Jiren's universe obviously fights for justice, and they're very good. I would, you know, even probably say pure individuals, you know. I would say they're probably pretty close to pure-hearted.
That casserole dude saved a cat from a tree.
Like, I would remember who that is. That the guy with the Terminator eye?
Yeah.
Does anyone out in the comment section remember that guy's name? Because I did not until you just said it. The way I see it, though, you know, I think Jiren could very well win, and what would happen then is there will be some wish made with the Super Dragon Balls, or something's gonna happen where maybe Jiren gets every universe brought back, even Universe 7 if Universe 7's destroyed. You know, it could even be Universe 7 will still be there when Jiren wins and they haven't been erased yet, or, you know, wherever they go if they aren't erased, and then everyone's brought back. Just so, I guess, the showrunners and everything don't let us see our own universe get eliminated. I don't know. Maybe
Jiren's power is based on other things being erased.
Maybe
so whenever a universe gets
dad.
Whenever a universe gets erased, Jiren gets stronger. So that's why he's just standing around doing nothing, because he's like, yeah, I can't wait until all these guys are gone. Now I'm gonna be the strongest, you know?
Would he turn into a New York or New Jersey mobster?
No, he would turn to Jet Li, and he'd become the one. And then Drowning Pool would play in the background.
No, but I definitely think it's possible that Jiren could win. It would be a nice story twist, although us saying it here probably makes it a little bit less excited if that does happen. But it's like, no matter what, there's not going to be tension because we know that Universe 7 is going to be right. Okay, and that's kind of the main problem with Super. It's hard to build tension. I think the only arc that did it well was the Zamasu stuff, but that's just because we dealt with a timeline that we didn't know the outcome of it really. But I think it's definitely possible Jiren could win just because Goku winning's too obvious, but maybe someone else wins. That's not even from either universe. We just don't know.
I mean, it's a possibility.
It's all theories.
A Dragon Ball theory. But let us know your thoughts down below in the comments section, whether or not you think Jiren might actually defeat Goku after all, or whether or not Son Goku can pull out a win and get the victory for once. Let us know in the comments. Check out Dragon Ball Nation in the end card.
Check me out. I haven't uploaded in a month, but trust me, there will be stuff there.
As I always say, stick around, because there's a lot more to come in the future.
And you better subscribe!
Go do it now. What are you waiting for? Enable those notifications, wow.